Welcome back, you guys. So today's video, we are going to be going through my camera bag, everything that I carry in my bag. We're going to run through my entire gear list. We're going to also do like kind of a pocket dump, and we're also going to get into a couple of things that I think you need to be carrying every time when you're out there filming on a job. 2025, get with it. Here we go. Let's jump into the video. Okay, so right off the bat, you guys, the stuff that's in my bag, I'm gonna show you when I'm going to a shoot that's not a full length day. It's gonna be a couple of hours. I'll do a separate video on a full production day. What would I be carrying then? So my main camera is gonna be the R5 Mark II, and I usually have the 24-70 f2.8 married to there, depending on the job, but this has all the focal lengths that I really need for every job. Golf, MMA, you name it. This would be my go-to grab and go. You are set. You don't need anything else. Like I said, I have the RF 24-70 f2.8 on there. I always keep on a Tiffin 82mm black Pro Mist filter on there. I believe it's only a quarter strength. Now the second body that I use is going to be the R6 Mark II, and that's what I'm currently filming on right there. And I'm currently using the RF 50mm 1.4 is the lens that's on my R6 Mark II right now. And then because I've been so intrigued with whales, with dolphins, and anytime when I'm not filming golf or filming anything else, I want to be out on the boat. I want to be out on the ocean. So that's why we got this bad boy right here. This is the RF 100-500. That lens, I actually just picked up this lens and it's incredible. Film whales, film dolphins, film seals, all that stuff. That lens is a beastie beast of a beast. And no one pays me to do that, by the way. That's just my actual like hobby, and I bought a really expensive lens to go with that hobby. You can only get so close to the whales and to the dolphins, so you need that extra bit of reach. So 100-500, fantastic. And then moving on from there, I currently use for audio, I have two sets. I have the regular DJI mics, and then now I have the DJI mic minis, which I've been testing for the past, I would say, 2 weeks. Really love them. In fact, that's what I'm currently using right now to film on this video. All the audio you're hearing right now is from the DJI mic minis. Definitely check those out. I'll link them in the description below. Get yourself a pair of these, especially if you don't want to break the bank on getting really good audio. Anybody could use these on any level. All right, next thing I got in my kit. So I carry around the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro. DJI is just killing it, I'm telling you. First of all, you can sync up the mic minis to this. It's hard to say that it's an action camera because it can really do a lot of stuff just depending on what you want to use it for. If you want to vlog with this thing, if you want to just carry a small footprint around and have, you know, really good quality and be able to shoot in like D-Log and have a flat image so that way you can color grade it to be able to match some of your other cameras, like you can do that with this. This thing is a beast. And then for drone, we have the DJI Mini 4 Pro. I have variable NDs for it. And then we've got the remote with it right here. And this isn't a flex. I can buy whatever drone I want to buy. Why did I choose the Mini 4 Pro? One of the main factors is the size. It's only 249 grams. Is it 200? I believe you're right. 249 grams. Never doubt myself. Like, this thing is so easy to carry with you. Hoodie, bang, in there. And the image quality on the Mini 4 Pro is incredible. You shoot in flat profile, you can really bend these colors up a lot. And again, I have other gear that's kind of more important. I don't put like drones at the top of my list as important. We need to get them for establishing shots. Like, hey, we're at a new location. We want to show you that location. Fly through golf courses and get every single hole. Like, this can more than do the job. There's tons of firepower in there, especially if you know what you're doing. So again, these are just tools. These just do a job. That's why I have them. It's not these make the film work. These make the video work. This helps me get the clients. This has nothing to do with getting clients. These are just tools to be able to go ahead and service the clients, but you still need to be doing all the other extra stuff in between, which I already made a video about that. I'm gonna link it right here. Make sure you check that out also in the description. And with all that being said, we're gonna clear this table off. We're gonna move all the gear out of the way. We're gonna show you my camera bag, and then we're also gonna show you some of the stuff that I keep in there. Let's move this stuff out of the way. Okay, so when I am out doing jobs that are around town, nothing too too crazy, this is the bag that I'm always taking with me, which is, it's just the K&F Concept. I'm sure there's like a model number name for it and I'll list it below, but I like camera bags that don't draw too much attention, that it looks like a camera bag. It looks like a regular backpack, but I also wanted it to look a little bit more high end for when I go into meetings and I'm carrying my gear with me, and it just needs to fit with the actual environment where I'm actually at. It's done me well, and I've only had it since October of 2024, and so far so good, no complaints. Tons of padding into it. It's very, very comfortable. It's got only 2 slots for my stuff right now. So one setup would be the R5 Mark II, and then the other setup would be the R6 Mark II. Laptop case here. We've got multiple sleeves for batteries, cords, whatever else you need. And from there, we'll go to the top zipper. And in here is where I keep a lot of stuff. This is the nitty gritty stuff. So let's dive into that. So first thing, we got a shotgun mic, Rode little mini. This is all you need, honestly. I don't like shotgun mics with batteries because I've seen it way too many times. Not me, because I don't do mics with batteries, but I've seen it way too many times where people had a battery die on them on the shotgun mic and they have no audio for any of the clips that they filmed. That is a nightmare of a position you just put yourself in. So I don't even mess with that. I always use non-battery shotgun mics. Keep it simple, okay? Next up, another thing that deals with audio, headphones. You always need to have headphones in your bag. You always need to be monitoring audio. It doesn't matter if the person is here. If you have 2 cameras, you need to have 2 sets of headphones that are hooked into each camera, 2 sets of headphones. End of story. Obviously, you need to have a protective case for all your memory cards, so make sure you have that. Always, that's a necessity. Every shoot you go on, make sure you format everything, make sure you take all the proper steps, and you have backups as well. So keep yourself a nice hard case for your memory cards. Don't mess around with that. Next thing, super important, batteries. Even though you're booked out for maybe 2 hours, you know you can get through it with maybe 1, 2 batteries at the most, depending on what it is. Always keep more. And here's a reason why. And I learned this from experience. You don't know when that call is gonna come where it's gonna be like, hey, are you able to come and film this event in 1 hour from now? Do you have your gear? Are you free? And now you put yourself in a good position that if you get that call, you will be able to answer it and go ahead and do the job because you have plenty of batteries to make it happen. You're gonna always want to carry more batteries than you actually needed. All right, so the next part we're gonna get into is the everyday carry, stuff that I carry with me when I go to shoots all the time. That's gonna be always on me and things that I need to have with me at all times. So the first thing is going to be wallet. It's from Tumi. The reason why I liked it is because it was a little bit casual, a little bit more dressier. I don't like leather wallets and I don't want too casual of a wallet. So you can open it up like a regular wallet and then you can open up vertically like this. Okay, next up, I always usually like to carry hand lotion. My hands, I'm always cleaning them. I'm always like touching tons of stuff, like from golf clubs to cameras. Hand sanitizer dries out your hands. I use hand lotion to moisturize the hands. Next up, floss. I always carry floss with me. Again, it's the same thing as the hand lotion and hand sanitizer stuff. I got one in the house, I got one in the car, I got one in my golf bag, and I got one in my camera bag as well. So we always got it, no excuses. Okay, next thing up is the Ozark Trail foldable knife. This thing right here cuts open a lot of Amazon boxes. So I have 3 of these actually. I bought all 3, I think in 2019, top of 2020. I have one of these with me, I have one of these in the car, and then I also have one always in the house as well. Next up, AirPods. I use the 2nd generation AirPods. I will never come off the 2nd generation because they're the longer ones where you won't be able to lose them as easily. The new ones, when they're just like this big, and it's like, dude, you're gonna freaking lose those. I've never been a big accessory guy. I don't wear belts, I don't wear bracelets, I don't wear rings, I don't wear chains or any of that stuff. But over time, I have been starting to wear a watch. You're gonna be on shoots and you need to know what time it is, and instead of you having to drop the camera down, get into your pocket, look at your phone. I always hate that look anyways, especially when I'm filming with a client. I would rather be able to just look really fast. So when I'm filming, I usually turn the watch and have it on my wrist here, so that way I can always keep track of time, especially when you're dealing with high profile athletes. They only have a certain amount of time to be filming, so we need to be on point, because if you're not, I'm gonna get it, and so is my client who's gonna get it. So when you're filming, make sure you wear a watch. The two that I usually like to wear, the number one watch that I would wear all the time, and I like them because they're an American made company and they're really big on dive watches, is Vaer. Vaer watch, this like Submariner Vaer, it is my everyday watch essentially. It has different interchangeable straps. They're not paying me, by the way, to say any of this stuff, but it's incredible quality for the money that you're paying for the watches that they have. When I do have to go to more like upscale shoots and I do need to dress up, I will sometimes wear this one, which is, it's not a flex, but yes, it's my first Rolex. It's a Rolex Modern Oyster Perpetual, and I love this one because it's not too shiny, blingy. It's not too like, hey, I have a Rolex on my wrist, but it fits the profile for when I'm going to film more high-end stuff. Get yourself a watch, whatever it may be. Get yourself a $20 watch, whatever, and make sure you're always wearing one when you're out filmmaking so you can keep track of time and stay on point. Okay, before we finish off the video, these are the top two things that I feel like you always need to have with you in your camera bag. Dual battery charger. So if they make them for everything, they make them for Canon, they make them for Sony. So what you can do is take your Canon batteries, let's say these two are done, no more juice, gotta do a swap out. You pop them in here, close, set it and forget it, and now they're charging. It'll even have a charging meter to tell you if it's done or not and how much longer it has to go. Remember where I was telling about have more batteries? Let's say you were a doofus and you didn't do that. Always keep this in your camera bag, and you can keep swapping out and swapping out batteries. If you only had two, you could put one in while you're using the other one, get it charged up, and you're ready to go all day long. It's got two USB-C charging ports here as well. I believe there's other models where you can get even more charging ports on the other side, but this is such a good investment. I think at the time I paid only 80 bucks for it. Best 80 bucks I ever spent. This could really save you, especially if you don't want to buy, 10 batteries for each camera. Canon as well, that's like $1,000 right there that you're gonna be spending for just 10 batteries. So you can get one of these and buy it for 80 bucks, 90 bucks, and honestly, get 4 batteries, get 2 batteries, cut costs down. You can just keep always swapping them out and be good to go. Always keep water with you and a snack with you. Never expect that you are gonna get either fed by the client or that you're gonna have time to be able to go and eat. Depending on your schedule, you need to always carry something with you that you are gonna eat, so that way you can keep on going and be at your top form, so that way you're not fading throughout the day, okay? So if you can, always carry water, electrolytes, and always carry some type of snack that you can just keep munching on throughout the day. And again, you guys, it's not about the camera, it's not about the lenses, it's not about any of that crap. It's about you, storytelling, being good with clients, being good with communication, staying on point, staying on form, and making sure you do your absolute best to deliver the best piece of content that you can, that you are proud to put your name on, and your client is proud to call you back again for that job. So with all that being said, have a good one. I'll catch you on the next video.